There are only 3 systems that your business needs to run without you while you sleep. Most entrepreneurs and business owners really overcomplicate this, and I have worked with many business owners and entrepreneurs, and I've built several of my own 7-figure companies focusing only on the 3 systems I'm gonna lay out for you on this video. I'll also show you the most common mistakes that people make in each area and the pitfalls so that you don't fall into them. Let's rock and roll. All right, system number 1. So before you can actually have a business that makes you money while you sleep, you have to make sure that there is a match between the product or service that you're selling and the consumers that are going to buy it. Put another way, you have to make sure that you're marketing to the right target market and that they are receptive to what you are selling. Now, I know this sounds rudimentary, simple. How could I even say this? But I can't tell you how many times I have coached or trained a business owner or an entrepreneur only to find out that they are marketing to the completely wrong crowd, or that the product or service that they are selling really has no demand in the marketplace, or that there is a complete mismatch in this situation. Now, I have to tell you that if this is the case, and system number 1 is not fixed, then it doesn't matter if you get system 2 and system 3 completely nailed. You will never be able to create a business that makes you money while you sleep. This video is brought to you by All-Star VAs. All-Star VAs is your solution for amazing virtual assistants starting at only $3.15 an hour. Whether you need an executive assistant, an inside salesperson, a video editor, or any other position for your business, we got you covered at allstarvas.com. And with our results guarantee, you can try out our services risk-free. Click the link down below, book a demo call, learn more, and see how we can help you scale your business, get your time back, and make more profit than ever. So let me give you some examples. I have a friend, she's a good friend and client of mine. She's a doctor who does concierge medicine. That is high-end, high-ticket medicine where you can call or text your doctor anytime you want. It's the best service ever. However, if she was selling that in a small blue-collar town where people don't have the money to pay for it, then that would be a complete mismatch. It doesn't matter how good her services are, she would never be able to create an amazing business in that town. Let me give you another example. I have a lot of friends and clients who are real estate agents, most of whom don't do any business. It's just the statistic. Wait, I shouldn't say that. My friends do business, but most realtors don't do any business. It's just the statistics. Over 70% of agents don't do any deals at all. A lot of the time, the reason for that is that they are not targeting a specific niche. What they are saying is that I'll be all things to all people. I don't have a specific target market. If anyone asks about selling or buying real estate, I'm there to help them. That is a terrible approach to business that will never work. You have to be specific. I'll give you example number 3. YouTubers that don't have a specific focus on their channel. If you notice, the best YouTube channels have a specific focus, a specific style of video. All their videos are targeting the same thing. They're not all over the place. So you don't have one educational video, for example, like this, and then another video that's a vlog of me going around and driving my car around town. That would never work because the videos are so different. The target market is so different. I would never be able to sell anything or grow an audience or a business on YouTube doing that. So I hope you get the idea. The point is that whatever your business is, whatever your product or service is, you have to make sure that you have correctly identified your target market, your ideal customer, and then also your competitive advantage or unique value proposition, however you want to put that. The way to do this is research. So you are going to have to research your target market, what they want, what their problems are, how you're going to solve their problem, and how you are going to do that uniquely. Now, the good thing is there is now AI to do this. So jump into your favorite AI, ChatGPT or Grok or wherever you want to go and start plugging away. Start researching your industry, researching your niche. Is it narrow? Is it specific? What are the problems facing these people? How do you solve them and how do you do that uniquely? Once you have done this exercise and once you are very clear that there is a match between the product or service that you sell and that customer base, and that the customers are there in the first place, you are ready to move on to system number 2 to create a business while you sleep. And that is client acquisition. So I used to have a mentor that said that the business of business is lead generation. I never forgot that, and I've used that in all of my coaching and training and working with business owners and entrepreneurs. The number one reason that businesses die is simply a lack of leads. If I talk to any business owner and they don't have enough business or they're not getting enough sales, of course we address system number 1, which is we want to make sure there's a match between their product and service and the demand. But number 2, we go straight to client acquisition and lead generation. Is that system in place in their business? And not only is it in place, but is there a system to generate clients and leads consistently? And is this being implemented without you? Because remember, we want to create a business that runs without you, while you sleep, while you're on the beach, while you're on vacation. Well, that's not going to happen unless there are systems in place and unless it can run without you. Anyone can go generate a lead 1 time or 2 times or however that may look, but it's got to be done all the time. So let me share a system with you for client acquisition that most people aren't really aware of, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can implement this in your business. So first and foremost, you have to follow the rule of AIDA in marketing. I actually recently learned about this from one of my mentors and colleagues, and that stands for attention, interest, desire, and then action. You see, most people go straight for the sale. They want to make that sale right away, whether it's a social media post or a YouTube video or an email. But the thing you have to do first is get attention. You're going to post something on social media, or your social media manager is hopefully going to post something on social media to get some attention. Then from that attention, you're going to get interest. People are going to raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested in what you have to say or the product or service that you have. Then you're going to warm those people up. Maybe you're going to send them some lead magnets, meaning some guides or some free ebooks or things like that, or more tutorials, a free course, something like that. So then you're going to create desire in them, and only then are you going to ask for the sale and ask them to buy your product or service. That simple funnel works on any marketing platform, whether it's YouTube or email or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you want to go. So the way to set this up, and the best way to set this up, of course, is by using staff. I use all remote staff in my businesses. I highly recommend the same for you, and I actually recommend it so much that we have a company called All Star VAs, which can staff a social media manager, an inside salesperson to make those phone calls and warm people up and get them on a demo call with you if that's how you sell. And if you don't have a closer, then that's going to be you in the beginning. But then, of course, you can hire closers to sell your product or service to them. So client acquisition is really the most important system once you've gotten past that match of you and your demand in the marketplace. But if you can nail client acquisition and getting leads into your business on a consistent basis, only then can we go on to system number 3 in your business, which is fulfillment of your actual product or service. Now, a huge mistake that entrepreneurs and business owners make all the time is they think that fulfillment is actually the number one business. And what I mean by fulfillment is the actual thing that you're selling, the product or service. So if it's a digital course, it's the course. If you're a real estate agent, I hate to keep using that example, but I know so many. If you're a real estate agent, it's actually going out helping someone buy or sell a home. That is fulfillment, and that is actually secondary to client acquisition and lead generation. So by the time you get to system number 3, you know there's a match between the marketplace and what you're selling. You know that you are able to acquire clients systematically and consistently without you. And so now fulfillment becomes a matter of creating the systems to ensure that you can fulfill that product or service. So if it's a course, making sure that you have the most amazing course in the marketplace, that you're consistently updating it. If you're, again, let's say mortgage lender, I'm sick of saying real estate agents. Let's say you're a mortgage lender. That's the actual back end of finding the best loan, processing it, communicating with your clients and escrow and title and all that kind of stuff. If you're doing a physical service, let's say you're a contractor, once you've gotten the client, it's actually going out and doing the service, building the home or the remodel or the addition. If you have a fulfillment problem, then that's all about creating those systems on the back end to make sure the customer service is good and all that. And you can do that with a combination of CRMs, which is databases and client relationship management systems, and then of course staff to make sure it goes well. Customer service managers, client success managers, whatever you want to call them. And again, shameless plug, but you can do that all with virtual assistants from allstarvas.com. All you have to do is hit the link below, book a demo call, and we will hook you up with the right person for the right job, no matter what that is in your business. All right, so the good news is if you nail these three things, number one, you know that there's a match between what you sell and that there's demand for it. You have a unique value proposition. You know that you could sell it to this marketplace. Number two, and this is the most important, is that, of course, you are generating leads and clients consistently and systematically. And number three, you nail fulfillment. You are going to have an unbelievable business that runs without you while you sleep. And if you really want to get going on this quickly, in 30 days or less, you want to set up that business, then check out this video where I give you a specific plan week by week.